Hi, everybody. Welcome to English Digest. I'm Tom.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
And today we've got an actual article, or it's more of a job description that you might see if you're looking for seasonal work. Okay, maybe you don't want to commit to a full-time job or a part-time job or something. You just want some money to make during the holiday season. Perhaps you live at home with your parents and you don't need the steady income, but it would be fun to have a little money here for spending just for a short time. So this is a job description today. It's the East End department store, and they're looking for seasonal part-time sales associates right now. So yeah, if you want to make some money and work for maybe, 2 or 3 weeks or so, this might be a good opportunity. Of course, this is make-believe. It's fictional. It's not real, but we're using it as an example.
You might be a college student home from college and you want to make a little extra cash during the holiday season. So you might be interested in applying for this position. We call sales associates. I was one of those a long time ago when I was 16. I worked for a department store called Broadway, and I really enjoyed it, actually. I love the cash register. But Christmas was fun because there were more customers there. You made more on the sales that you did ring up for the customers. But that's what a sales associate is. They are on the floor helping customers maybe find a different size in something, or maybe they're in the kitchen section of some store and they can show the customer, ooh, these are the best knives, or these are the best dishes you can buy. Those are sales associates. So we're going to talk about that. Tom's going to read through day 2, and then we'll be back to talk about some of these phrases and words.
East End department store is looking to hire seasonal part-time sales associates immediately. As part of the sales team, you'll provide exceptional customer service by helping our customers locate products and providing answers to their questions. We're looking for candidates who are team-oriented, adaptable, and have a strong work ethic. Job requirements. You will be working directly with customers to offer a positive in-store experience during the holiday shopping season. You'll respond to requests and concerns and be resourceful in finding solutions. Working as a sales associate involves multitasking on sales responsibilities, as well as stocking store displays and arranging merchandise. Being flexible in terms of tasks is also part of this position, as you may need to assist with returns, online order pickups, cashier duties, and more. Qualifications. We are looking for recruits with flexibility in scheduling, including working nights and weekends. You must be able to engage with customers constructively and recognize their needs. This job requires you to be on your feet for extended periods of time, as well as climb ladders and lift materials weighing up to 25 kilograms. Basic computer skills are also necessary. Benefits. You'll receive hourly pay of 160 NT dollars, as well as basic health and labor insurance coverage. East End Department Store is an equal opportunity employer and does not discriminate in hiring based on race, gender, sexuality, religion, age, nationality, or physical or mental disability.
Okay, guys, let's take a look at this. Now hiring. Seasonal sales associates. This is actually a good title for a job advertisement, maybe a flyer. Have you seen those flyers, the piece of paper that has details about something that the company needs in terms of a worker they want to hire? Well, this would be a good title in English, Now Hiring, which tells you they need people right now. Don't delay, because they're seasonal sales associates. So again, seasonal just means specific or particular times of the year when customers are more plentiful. They're in the stores, they need extra help, but they don't necessarily need those workers all year through. There's not enough work for them, in the slower months.
Right, so that's what these sales associates are. They're seasonal, temporary jobs just for a couple of weeks or maybe a couple of months. Like I had a seasonal job many years ago working for the state income tax division because they were handling income tax returns at the time. And it's only temporary in the month of April there. It was only for 2 or 3 months or something like that. I used the money to come to Taiwan for the first time. But in any case here, this is an advertisement. It's more of a job description here. And an associate is somebody who you work with, okay? To associate with somebody, that's the verb. And here the noun is an associate. Yes, here, meet this person here. She is my associate. We work together on this same job.
Yeah, instead of saying colleague, we hear that a lot, or coworker. Yeah. This is my associate at work. You could use that, sure. So we've got the East End department store, and they're looking to hire seasonal part-time sales associates immediately. Don't delay. So as part of the sales team, you'll provide exceptional customer service by helping our customers locate products and providing answers to their questions. So that little sentence right there tells you a lot about what they expect, what their expectations are. If someone says to you that they want you to provide exceptional customer service, exceptional means really great. Beyond the average or beyond the ordinary. Outstanding customer service. So they really want people who like to be sales associates, people who like other people. If you don't like talking to other people, you really should get a job as a sales associate because you have to talk to people all day long. And you're trying to help people find what they need in either a size or a color they want or whatever good or product they're looking for. Your job is to just satisfy them and make them happy.
Right, so if you're in an interview, you might want to say, oh, I'm a people person.
True.
I like to work with people, and that's what they're looking for here. They don't want antisocial people.
I'm very outgoing. That's another phrase you could say.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to be too outgoing if you're going to stop and chat with customers for several hours
Depends
about
on the store.
Yeah, it kind of depends.
Yeah.
But yeah, you need to be friendly with people and help them out and stuff like that. And you got to help out lots of people, of course. So yeah, you need to, you'll provide this exceptional customer service and you'll help the customers find products, to locate those products, and you'll be able to provide answers to their questions if they have questions. And here it says, we're looking for candidates who are team-oriented, adaptable, and have a strong work ethic. So that's what they're looking for. Candidates. Sometimes people pronounce this as candidate.
I do. I say candidates.
Yep, candidates or candidates. I think both are correct.
They're both correct.
And yes, you need to be team-oriented. Oriented means you have this tendency in your personality to work as a team or to work in a team and not as an individual. Yeah, you have to be a team player. You have to be adaptable, which means you need to change according to different situations. And you need to have a strong work ethic. Of course, you don't just want to be there and pass the time away and collect your paycheck. No, you want to work hard and you want to help out and you want to see the job as something more than just a way to make money. So that's what a work ethic is.
You probably remembered we talked about how their former temporary workers were not very flexible. They were inflexible. Well, if you're adaptable, you're very flexible. You're easy to work with. You aren't just stuck, wanting to do the same thing every day. If someone needs you in a different department, oh, sure, you're willing to go. So they need some adaptable, flexible, team-oriented. You want to help your team members. Maybe someone has to go home because a child is sick. Well, you want to step up and go, hey, I can help you. So here are the job requirements, guys. You will be working directly with customers to offer a positive in-store experience during the holiday shopping season. In-store just means you're going to be right there inside the store. You'll also respond to requests and concerns and be resourceful in finding solutions. Sometimes you don't know the answer. They are trying to hire sales associates who are smart enough to know they don't know the answer, but they can find the answer or find a solution solution themselves without always going to their manager and going, I don't know what to do. Yeah, we want people who are good thinking on their feet and who can find solutions. And working as a sales associate involves multitasking on sales responsibilities, as well as stocking store displays and arranging merchandise. So you can't just focus on ringing up sales at the cash register. You have to be doing several things at one time. You might be folding sweaters and shirts and putting clothes that customers tried on back on the sales floor. There are lots of things you have to do. Stocking store displays would be something in terms of working on the inventory we talked about in day one, and also just arranging merchandise. Merchandise is just the stuff that a store sells. So it could be clothes, it could be food items, we don't know. You might be at sort of a gourmet store that sells gourmet items that cooks want to buy. Just different things, but you have to work in different areas, and you can't just be satisfied with doing the same thing over and over and over.
Right, so you might be stocking shelves, and then a customer comes over and asks for you to help them find something in the children's clothing department. You may have to drop everything you're doing with the shelf stocking and go help that customer, and then come back later to continue stocking the shelves. So that's what multitasking involves, the sales responsibilities, and stocking those displays, keeping the products on the shelves, and then, of course, you might want to arrange the merchandise so it looks presentable and so it can be easily found by customers. And being flexible in terms of tasks is also part of this position. So you can't be saying, that's not my job, ask somebody else. Okay, I'm just doing this as a temporary job. I don't care if I get fired or not. No, you can't have that kind of attitude.
Or you're interrupting me. Go ask somebody else.
Exactly. So you got to be flexible.
Yeah.
And yes, indeed, if you are too busy with something and you can't spare a moment for that person, you still need to help them out, suggest that they talk to somebody else, or maybe you should ask
some more help.
the person there, indeed. So yeah, you got to be flexible, and you might need to assist with returns if somebody has bought something and they found out later it was the wrong size or something, and they'll return it or they'll exchange it, for example. You also need to help with online order pickups. When people come in and say, hey, this person ordered this online, or I did, and I'd like to pick it up. And you've got cashier duties as well. You might be running the cash register. And you might even need to deal with Uber Eats or Food Panda when they come in to deliver food for the staff. Oh, yes, go over there. They ordered a chicken salad sandwich.
Yeah. My favorite thing, of course, was just ringing up sales on the cash register, or being a cashier. That's all I wanted to do, but you have to do other things. So, yeah. So what are the qualifications? We're looking for recruits with flexibility in scheduling, including working nights and weekends. You must be able to engage with customers constructively and recognize their needs. So let's look at this. If you're using recruit as a noun, you're talking about a person that a company or a group has found that they want to hire, but they're not yet fully trained, usually. In the Army, they have recruits, young recruits that sign up to work in the military, and then they train them, and then they participate in whatever armed force unit they're in, whether it's the Army or Navy, what have you. Here, they're recruits who have specific skills or abilities. You have to be flexible with your scheduling. If you can't work nights and weekends, you're probably not going to be hired, because the permanent people, they get first choice at the schedules. So the permanent people aren't going to want to work late at night or on the weekends. They want those temporary workers to work the bad shifts.
Yeah, so you got to expect that nothing is perfect there. You've got to be flexible and be able to work it on nights, at nights, and on weekends. And also, you must be able to engage with customers constructively and recognize their needs. So yeah, if you talk to customers constructively, that means you're actually helping them out. You're not being verbose. You're not telling them a bunch of nonsense that's useless information, talking about the weather or the latest baseball game or something like like that. No, you need to help them out. You need to help them find what they're looking for. They are not in the department store to have a conversation with you. They want to buy their thing and go home.
Yeah, and they don't want you just to say, I don't know, ask somebody else. So you need to really engage in friendly customer service. So this job requires you to be on your feet for extended periods of time. That's the hardest part about this job. Your feet, even as a young person, your feet are going to start to ache. Mine did. You might have to climb ladders and lift materials weighing up to 25 kilograms.
Ooh.
Yeah, if you work in a furniture store, even as a woman, you're going to have to pick up and carry things that are kind of heavy. So basic computer skills are also necessary. If you don't know how to run a computer, they probably won't hire you.
Yeah, you'll need to do some data entry or something like that when you do inventory or when you take money for certain things. Yeah, you've got to have some basic computer skills. And of course, people are coming for this job for one good reason, because they can get money or benefits. That's the main reason. And so it says here under benefits, you'll receive hourly pay of 160 NT dollars per hour. I guess for some people, that's a lot of money. That's better than nothing. And you'll also receive basic health labor insurance coverage. So yeah, basically you get some health insurance there. Health and labor insurance, which I think is Laobao. You'll get some coverage for that. Coverage means you're participating in that insurance plan.
East End Department Store is an equal opportunity employer and does not discriminate in hiring based on race, gender, sexuality, religion, age, nationality, or physical or mental disability. So this is kind of the last thing that some of these flyers or posters looking to hire people will say. They're just saying we are fair. You know, we're looking for anybody who has these particular skills. We don't care if you're a male or female, or who you love, who you don't love. If you're religious, we don't care. We don't even care about age. Sometimes there are particular jobs that do, look at certain attributes. But this particular job says, hey, everybody's welcome. Come in and apply. And if you fit these requirements, we are going to give you a temporary job.
Right, so if you're not young and pretty and female, don't worry, you can come down there. They might give you a job if you've got the right qualifications, whether you're 75 years old or 20 years old. You're supposed to have an equal chance at getting this job. They do not discriminate based on sexuality, whether you're straight or homosexual. And they don't, of course, discriminate based on mental disability or physical disability. Yeah, if you're in a wheelchair, that might be a little bit of a problem there. How can you climb a ladder on a wheelchair? But I assume people in wheelchairs will probably not really apply for this position, but you never know.
You never do. Disability just means there's something that isn't working correctly in your body. It could be that you are paralyzed, you can't walk, and you need a wheelchair. Mental disability, maybe there's something that you're struggling with mentally that is a disadvantage for you that you have to struggle with. But they say, go ahead and apply. They're giving everybody an equal opportunity to at least interview and apply for the job.
Okay, that brings us to the end of our discussion about our article for today. Stay tuned. We will have some discussion questions after we hear from our Chinese teacher.
Hello, my name is Shelby. 今天百货公司发布了招募季节性劳工的消息，标题提到 Sales Associates。Associate 当作动词表示联合，当名词伙伴，用在职位上翻译成助理。Sales Associates 销售助理。第一段第一句，东区百货 is looking to hire 临时销售人员。is looking to 加原形动词，表示期待做什么事情。Look to hire 期待招募。第二句，身为团队的一员，你将提供 exceptional customer service。exceptional 额外的或优秀的，相当于 unusual 或者 remarkable。老师如果说你是个 exceptional student， 就是说你非常优秀。来帮助顾客 locate products。locate 找出来，要协助顾客找出想购买东西的位置。第三句，我们要找那些候选人，他们是 teen oriented。oriented 以什么为导向？ 前面通常加一个字，表示以谁或东西为导向，例如 team-oriented 团队为导向，又或者 student-oriented 以学生为导向。接着 adaptable 适应性强的，而且还要有 strong work ethic 强烈的工作道德。ethic 可以当作名词表示道德，也可以当形容词道德的。An ethic issue 就是一个道德争论。第一段是说明候选人的条件，第二段则说明工作内容。第一句，你将直接与顾客互动，来提供一个 a positive in-store experience。相较于 online shopping， 实体店面 physical store 就能提供一种店内的体验 in-store 在店内的。第二句，你将回应请求疑虑，而且 be resourceful in finding solutions。 resourceful 形容词机智的，跟 smart、cunning 或者 ingenious 同义。in 加方面表示在哪方面， solutions 解决方法，整句是说你要很会找解决办法。第三句，作为销售助理 involves multitasking， 要做很多工作。 involve 包含相当于 include， 有时候同学会遇到相似的拼字，例如说 evolve E-V-O-L-V-E 是演化， revolve R-E-V-O-L-V-E 自转，不妨一起比较。 multitasking 多重任务，包含销售责任、填满陈列商品等。下一句 being flexible 有弹性或灵活， in terms of tasks。 in terms of 介系词片语，表示就什么而言。就 tasks 工作上而言，工作上要保持弹性，也是职位的一部分。你也需要协助退货、线上取货和收银等。下一个要点是工作资格 Qualifications 资格。首先，我们正在寻找 recruits with flexibility。 recruits 新兵或者新进人员，后面用 with 加名词修饰，表示附带什么条件。 with flexibility 有弹性的，在时间安排上包含在晚上和周末工作。下一句，你必须能够 engage with customers constructively。 engage 占用， engage with somebody 表示与谁交手，这里还用副词 constructively 积极的、有建设性的来修饰它。第四句，这工作还要 requires you to be on your feet。 require 要求， to be on your feet 是指站立一整天的意思。不过有时候一个人生病很久，或者是遭受打击恢复健康的时候，也可以用这个片语。例如说 The patient is on her feet again， 这个病人恢复健康了。另外文章继续，还要能够爬梯子，举起重达25公斤的物质。weigh 动词重量为，写成分词来修饰先行词 materials。 up to 25 kilograms 高达25公斤。 up to 加数字单位，表示高达某单位。最后招募重点是福利，你将有时薪160元以及健康和劳工保险。第一句的句尾 coverage 当覆盖、新闻报道或者保险范围。这间公司呢会提供健康保险，就是提供 health coverage， 医疗保险 medical coverage。 第二句，东区百货是平等机会的雇主，不会 discriminate in hiring。 discriminate 差别待遇， in hiring 在雇用上，不管是基于种族、性别、性倾向，或者最后提到的 physical or mental disability。 disability 残障， physical disability 身障， mental disability 精神障碍。另外提醒大家少用像 handicapped handicapped 残障这种字眼，因为这口吻太过强烈了。好，以上是今天的讲解，谢谢收听。
We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back with discussion questions. Here's the first one. I'll ask you, Tom, first. What kind of seasonal or temporary job would you like to do? And why?
Well, this kind of job here sounds pretty good. The job I have now is usually in the recording studio doing a lot of talking. And, I like everybody I work with, but, it's kind of the same people every day. If I were able to work a job like this and you get to interact with lots of different people, of course, you can't stop and discuss philosophy or religion or politics with them, but still you can interact with a lot of people. That might be a lot of fun. And it does sound like it's got a lot of variety there. Stocking shelves, taking inventory, running the cash register, multitasking and stuff like that. It sounds like quite a challenge, but I don't think I'd like to have that as a career. How about you?
I think for a temporary job or a seasonal job, I'd like to try something I'm interested in, but I can't do for a career. I'd like to work in a bakery and learn how to bake better, but I'd also like to work in a flower shop where I could arrange flowers and sell plants. I love plants. Love, love, love. So those are the two temporary or seasonal jobs I'd be interested in. Here's the next one. What do you think, Tom? Which things make a job look attractive to applicants, people applying? And which things make that particular job look unattractive?
Well, let's face it, everybody. A job is attractive because it pays well, okay? It pays a lot of money and you don't have to do a lot of work. That's the kind of job that a lot of people are looking for. For me, I think if the job is challenging and you're busy, it makes the time go faster. So, yeah, trying to find a boring job just to get money is actually not very appealing to me. So, yeah, that, of course, is the first thing that is attractive to most applicants, the amount of money you get. But as I said, some of the benefits might be something to look at there. Gee, how much do I get? But do I get insurance? Do I get dental care? Do I get a company vehicle? Do I get paid vacations?
Not with temporary jobs, Tom.
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah.
But I can dream, can't I?
I had a roommate in New York City, and she came into the city and just wanted a temporary job. And she worked for a theater where, she would seat people who came to see the play or the musical, and her whole desire or goal was just to run into famous people and say she'd talk to them. And she did meet quite a few celebrities in that job. The pay was terrible, but that's not what her goal was. She wanted to kind of rub shoulders with celebrities.
And maybe get a job offer from them. Hey, we're looking for someone to play a secretary in my next movie. Would you be interested?
Yeah, I think she thought that she'd get cast in, some sort of play or musical. And I said, you know what? It's not like that. It's not that easy.
And I don't think you could afford to live in New York City doing a temporary job. She probably would have had to find a full-time job eventually. But that brings us to the end of our discussion for today. And it brings us to the end of our lesson. Hey, you can discuss these questions amongst yourselves. So thanks for joining us. And please join us again next time. And Happy New Year, everybody. From all of us here at English Digest, I'm Tom.
I'm Stephanie.
Goodbye.
Bye.